Now, on Tuesday, March 26, TikToker brand Chira was laid to rest at his grandmother's ancestral land in Gitei village, Gadanja, Kiambu County. The burial ceremony drew a crowd of prominent figures from the content creator community known as Chira clan, leaving the villagers astonished. They had never seen such a large and unruly crowd of young people before. The Chira friends and fans showed little regard even for the elders in the village. Normally, Brian Chira, at 23, will have been buried by his immediate family, schoolmates, and some neighbors. However, this was not the case, as even the religious leaders were not given a chance to lead the service at the gravesite. Disorder erupted as hundreds of TikTokers gathered around the gravesite, some of them drunk and acting disorderly. The villagers and even family members stood back, allowing them to bury their friend without fully understanding what was happening. Instead of simply covering the grave with soil, they scattered the soil and began planting flowers. They danced, recorded videos, and took selfies around Chira's resting place. Following the burial, TikTokers conducted rituals at Chira's gravesite, including watering the flowers with alcohol. Kelvin spoke to some neighbors who expressed their disapproval of the events that took place. One villager who particularly was saddened by TikTokers' use of strong words like hatuna maisha, which means we have no lives. She said this, and I quote, "We only wish the best for our children because we never want to witness what we saw today. It was a bad scene. The family wasn't even allowed to bury their beloved one with dignity. We want our children to come back home with the respect they left with." End of quote. The hope is to never see such behavior again in their village. They said this, and I quote, "We are calling on our village to hold a cleansing ceremony to remove any negative spirit left behind. We didn't like how they were dressed, smoking and drinking alcohol in front of us. They weren't respectful even to the clerics. They disrespected our Kikuyu traditions, and we have never seen that before. They were urinating everywhere. That's not how we were raised. We are worried about their future and how they will raise their own children. It was a struggle for even the church to access the gravesite. They don't seem to know what they are doing." End of quote. When asked if they blamed their upbringing, another villager said this, and I quote, "I won't blame their backgrounds because many of them were raised well. After 18 years, we let them go out into the world, and that's where they pick up such behavior. They are mixing the church and the world. It didn't feel like a burial. They seemed to be celebrating. Taking selfies and coming here drunk wasn't appropriate." End of quote. This is Cuba News.